The question I'd like to ask you now, Howie, is how significant is the role of GA in maintaining the clinician's treatment and its success rate?
One of my sessions, I spend some time explaining that this program, and I'm talking about the program I work at, is totally useless if they don't go to GA. It's good for 6 weeks, but during that 6 weeks, they better get in GA, get a sponsor, start working the program. Otherwise, it's going to be useless to them because the mind tends to forget after a period of time. We've done statistics for many years, and we have found that between 6 and 9 months, that's when they tend to forget. When we check up on them, how they're doing after 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and a year after they get out of our program. And most of the people make it to 3 months without gambling. The ones that don't go to GA after they get out. We ask them if you went to GA, continue with GA, or if you didn't. And the ones that didn't continue with GA, most of them made it to 3 months. About half of them made it to 6 months, and the other half fell off. 2 people over a 20-year period made it to 9 months, and nobody to a year that didn't go to GA. On the other side of the coin, the people that went to GA, 68% of them made it to the first year.
How can you argue with that?
So GA has to be. And I don't care whether they went before and they didn't like it. I send them to different meetings. I tell them to try it again, but they have to go. If they don't go, then they're out of the program.
That's another perception, and we've discussed this. People say that they've been to GA or they've been to AA, and I just didn't like it. Every meeting is a little different, isn't it? Preaching the same important steps, but you find a meeting that suits.
Well, there's different
purpose.
people, and we have different types of meetings. I don't know if the meetings here are all the same, but in Nevada, we have different types of meetings. We have comment meetings, we got step meetings, we got where they study the combo book or the big book, or different types of meetings. And they meet different people at these different meetings. And so if they don't like one, go to a different one. I don't care where you go, is what I tell them, just go. And they have to sign a sheet saying they're going to at least 2 a week while they're in our program.
Okay. And while Howie's touching on that, Howie's pretty humble about it, but when Howie started in Gamblers Anonymous in Las Vegas, there was one meeting. At the moment, I believe there's over 90 meetings in Vegas, and Howie's been very instrumental in getting that up and going. And all the stuff Howie's talking about, hopefully we're trying to bring that here to Australia so we can mirror that and grow. Unfortunately, in Gamblers Anonymous in Australia, I could count on 2 hands people that I know that are 10 years or more off gambling. Unfortunately, our success rate is very, very, very small. And part of that reason is about working the program, getting a sponsor, doing the stuff that the Problem Gambling Centre at Vegas has done. We're actually going to try to hopefully slowly but surely bring this to Australia, and hopefully GA will grow,
Is there the same relationship, how we talked about at the Problem Gambling Centre in Vegas, is the same relationship between treatment and GA going to be mirrored with Foundation House?
Certainly is. Part of the 28-day program, it's an in-house program, is they sign a contract. Part of that contract is they've got to go to Gamblers Anonymous every night. They've got to get a sponsor, and for people that don't know what a sponsor is, it's somebody who's been in the program some time that actually has worked the steps and can actually guide them. It's a bit like a mentor, somebody that's new, they're not quite sure, so we have somebody that's been around a while.
I got asked a question by somebody the other day about why would a sponsor know anymore or be able to help you? And I says, we can give real good advice. It doesn't mean we always follow it ourselves. But if you were to tell me a problem you were having, I would probably tell you the right thing to do. And on the same point, if I was having a problem and I went to somebody else and they would tell me they're giving me the right advice, not necessarily that they're doing everything right in their life, but they can give the right advice. So that's the reason sponsorship works.